Good morning. It's time to get in touch. Brought to you by Geisinger, Muncy, and Jersey Shore. State-of-the-art healthcare close to home. Every week, this public affairs show shines a spotlight on people and programs in our communities that improve the quality of life in Lycoming County and beyond. I'm Freddi Hammer, host of In Touch and news director at Backyard Broadcasting. Today on In Touch, we're learning more about Freemasonry and its local impact, along with their monthly breakfast and spaghetti dinner events, with two members of Muncy Lodge number 299. We have Skip Thompson. He's the junior warden, soon to be the senior warden. And they also have John DeWald. He's the secretary and past master. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
I don't know if a lot of people know much about being a Mason and a Freemason, so tell me what a Freemason is.
So Freemasonry is not a religion, but it teaches monotheism. It teaches the golden rule. It seeks to make good men better through its firm belief in the fatherhood of the supreme being,
Okay.
the brotherhood of man, and the immortality of the soul. It's kindness in the home, honesty in business, courtesy in society, fairness in work, pity and concerns for the unfortunate, and resistance toward evil, help for the weak, forgiveness for patient, love for one another, and above all, reverence and love for your supreme being.
So it's a brotherhood.
It is the oldest male fraternity in the world.
When did it begin here in our area?
1856 was when Muncy Lodge was constituted, but it's not the only lodge. The lodges are spread throughout. Grand Lodge of Pennsylvania resides in Philadelphia.
Okay, so that's where you go for like main events?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yep.
And where's Muncy's place?
There was 3 Masonic buildings in Muncy, but there's one that still exists, and it's the John Brooke building on Main Street.
Okay.
That was the home of the Masonic Lodge before it moved out to 28 Brummer Pond Road.
Okay, that's where you are now.
Correct.
And that's where you have your spaghetti dinners and your breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me about it, Skip.
The breakfasts are the first Saturday of every month, and the spaghetti dinner is the second Saturday of every month.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, our breakfast goes from 8 till 10:30, and our spaghetti dinner starts at 4 to 6:30.
Who does the cooking?
I do the cooking for the breakfasts, and one of our other brothers at the lodge, his name is Chris Miller, he does the spaghetti dinners.
Well, this is wonderful. Let people know more about it. And when you meet them, then you sort of get the rapport going, so maybe they'll want to be Masons as well.
That would be a great opportunity for people to join our lodge and become a part of it.
You call it Muncy Lodge number 299 F and AM. What's that mean?
Free and accepted.
Oh, okay. So these are all things that you go over trying to be better people.
Well, absolutely. And I think it's all based off of personal conduct more than anything else. And what Masonry does is it teaches you to find a center, to focus on becoming a better person through your acts of public charity.
And sort of as that brotherhood, you sort of support each other, I suppose.
Oh, absolutely. When we call ourselves brothers, it's a brotherhood like no other.
Okay.
I mean, there's a bond between military people. There's a bond between first responders and firefighters. And I would say that we have the same bond, if not deeper of a bond than they do.
Have you felt like you've had a change in your life as a Mason?
I think it's made me a better husband, a better father to my daughter. I'm more attentive to their needs. The involvement in the community alone, it keeps those community ties strong. And not just in my hometown of Muncy, but in Hughesville and Watsontown and South Williamsport. It's a broad spectrum. We visit the other lodges, and you get to know the men, and those men are good men.
I saw on Facebook that you had gone to Tennessee.
I went down to Tennessee, I think it was 2 years ago now,
Okay.
To watch a very good friend of mine in reenactment, Daniel Bowling, get raised in his lodge, which meant he got his 3rd degree. It was a well-worthy 9-hour trip, and we are now both members of each other's lodges.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. What is the level of things that you're learning? I mean, are you doing sort of a step-by-step process? Is it a lessons that you go through?
It is lessons, and the whole thing tells a story. But the best that I can say in a public forum is that you receive your first 3 degrees, and it is a step-by-step learning process to raise you up, to make you a better person.
You're a member for life.
Absolutely. I talked to one of our old Masons who now lives in California, and I spent 2 hours on the phone with him. He's 93 years old, and he can't travel, but he just wanted to talk to one of his brothers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
When you went to Tennessee, is it exactly the same? I mean, or does the different lodges do different things?
The base of Masonry is the same, but each state has a little bit different of a nuance when you enter the lodge.
Do you find that people have different religious backgrounds? How do you deal with the different types of religions?
As long as you have a belief in a supreme being, we are non-denominational, monotheism.
Okay.
Whether you're Catholic, Baptist, Methodist, does not matter. If you're coming there to better yourself and to help the lodge better the community, you're welcome.
Just like a founding father.
Absolutely.
They were Masons.
Yes.
Did they base much of our Constitution and Bill of Rights and things like that on some of the principles that they learned?
So the Declaration of Independence had 10 signers that were Masons. The Articles of Confederation had 14, and those that weren't Masons at the time, over 40% of them afterwards became Masons. The history itself spans hundreds of years.
Has it always been a charitable organization?
It has. Masonry actually started off as operative Masons. They actually built with stone blocks. Our type of Freemasonry is still learning the building blocks and learning the stories of what they did.
But like a metaphor.
But a metaphor for what we do now.
How many people are members and Masons in Muncy right now?
We have 313 members right now. Like any other organization, age plays a factor. It was 1976. We had over 800 and some members. So there's a gradual loss, but we're seeing a reinvigoration of that. We're receiving more petitions than we have. Do
you think it's because of a sort of an acknowledgement of faith needs right now? It almost seems like we need a little more faith.
I think everybody could use a little more faith.
Yeah.
And you have to have faith in something, otherwise what are you doing?
For sure.
And I'd much rather take the time out of my personal life to spend with a young Mason so that he has a good example moving forward of what men should be in their community.
What do you do as far as women who are married to Masons? Are there any auxiliary groups?
Muncy Lodge is a Masonic temple. All right, it's called the Masonic Temple Association, and within that building resides the Blue Lodge or the Masons.
Okay.
But meetings are also held there by the Eastern Star, by Tall Cedars of Lebanon, by the Odd Fellows. And the Order of the Eastern Star is the female version of what we are doing.
Okay. So they're also working on bettering themselves. Do they ever help out with the different charity events that you do?
They cook our meals for our meetings.
Oh, you have meals at the meetings.
Yeah.
What kind of things go on at a meeting? Is it just sort of agenda?
It is. It's the business of the lodge is the main thing, but it's also fellowship. It's a way to bring everybody together. But that ends up extending beyond the lodge. A group of us got together. We went to Adamstown to go antiquing, and it was all Masons and their wives.
That's nice. It's sort of common ground.
Yes, and we don't involve politics nor religion in anything that we do.
Okay. How do you make the money that you need to operate?
By doing our fundraisers. We do, like we said, about the breakfast and the spaghetti dinner, but we also have a kids fishing derby coming up in April. It's free for the kids and stuff, and we'll be selling different breakfast sandwiches and coffees and stuff like that to try to make a little bit of money. We have a career day.
Okay.
It's not anything to really make money for the lodge. It's for the community. We get the schools to come up to bring their kids over, and we have all different sorts of people from all different trades, law enforcement, construction, everything. The unions come.
Building for your future.
Right. And it gives them an opportunity to have a job before they leave high school. So that's basically how we make our money, just by doing different fundraisers and stuff and getting the community involved in different things. And
do you have any membership dues when you become a Mason?
Yes. To become a Mason, it's more than just your yearly dues. I mean, it's a total of $390 to join.
Okay.
But then for our lodge, it's $125 a year. That money supports the lodge and its functions. That's why all the fundraisers, that money doesn't go into the lodge or anybody's pocket. That money is distributed through scholarships. It's distributed through Pure Public Charity, which we are an institution of pure public charity, and it goes to Elizabethtown, which is a retirement community. It goes to widows and orphans. We held a fundraiser 2 years ago.
Yes.
For a family whose the father had died and left a very young son and a lot of bills, and so we held a one-day fundraiser and made over $18,000 for that family.
That's brotherhood.
That's what we do. The money also goes toward upkeep of the lodge, but that's minimal, compared to what we want to do for the community.
I'm sure it would be a situation where if someone wanted to become a member, you would help them raise that money if necessary. Or
absolutely. So you have to have 2 recommenders to join a lodge.
Okay.
And so somebody knows somebody. So you're not going to be on your own. If you really want to be a Mason and can't afford it, somebody's probably going to help you out.
What communities are involved in this particular group of people in Muncy? Or do you bring in just from Muncy, or are there other areas of the county where people are coming from as far as wanting to be members?
We have members that live in Lancaster. We have members the Tri-Town area,
okay.
Muncy, Hughesville, Clarkstown, Pennsdale. Our membership is quite widespread, and they don't always necessarily make every meeting, but this is the lodge they wanted to belong to.
I noticed on your website, which is like the Pennsylvania website for Masons, there's something coming up here at the end of the year. What's happening there on December 27th.
So every couple of years, they elect a new Right Worshipful Grand Master.
Okay.
He's the head guy for the Masons in Pennsylvania. Grand Communication at the end of the year.
That's what it's called, the Grand Communication.
Grand Communication.
Okay.
Is for his installation, for the new Right Worshipful Grand Master to be installed and start running the Masons in Pennsylvania. The incumbent is Robert Brink, who is from Towanda, Pennsylvania. So we're kind of proud of that.
Oh, yeah. Somebody that you know, have you worked with him or known him from before?
One of our members knows him very well. Actually, grew up a couple of miles from him. So it's you know, in the military, there's that hierarchy that you don't cross that line. In Masonry, that right worshipful is just like you. I mean, he'll talk to you just like a regular guy you meet on the street every day, and that's I think the beauty of our fraternity.
Can you move from where you are in the succession of positions to that place as Grand Master?
You can. I'm a past master, so I was worshipful master of our lodge for 1 year.
Okay.
I'm a past master, but I also belong to the Scottish Rite. I'm senior warden in the Scottish Rite, and as you do these things, people watch what you do, and if they like what they see, and you're doing a good job, and you're doing what Masonry stands for, well, then you could be invited to be a Grand Lodge officer.
So your lodge is the place where you do your meetings and you gather there, but you're also able to rent that out to people. Is that true?
Yes, we don't rent out the lodge itself. The lodge itself is held for ritual and ritual only.
I see.
But the Masonic Hall, or the banquet hall as we call it, we rent it out very frequently for weddings, for baby showers, for retirements, for memorial services.
And you don't have to be a member necessarily to rent the hall.
It's open to the public.
So is the best way to learn more about being a Mason with the Muncy Lodge, like just come to the breakfast, introduce yourself?
You can do that, or every Monday night we have practice where we go over the things that we're doing, especially if we have something coming up that month. Any Monday night from, I would say, 6:30 to 10 minutes to 7, if someone would show up and say, hey, I'm interested in this, we would absolutely be more than happy to talk to you.
So what are the dates, the next breakfast? So we're coming up, I guess, in January. Is that going to be the next one?
January 3rd from 8 to 10:30 is going to be our next breakfast. And then on the 10th will be our spaghetti dinner.
Okay. That sounds wonderful. Do you have special sauce?
Yes, actually, the guy who cooks actually makes his own sauce, and it is phenomenal.
Oh, that's definitely worth it.
That recipe has been passed down for years and years and years through that lodge.
A lot of people will come with extra cups and say, hey, can I get some sauce? Just so they can take it home and make their own spaghetti with it.
So are there any misconceptions about the Masons that you'd really like to clear up today?
I would like to say that there's no secret about it.
Yeah.
If if not to be afraid to approach somebody to say, hey, are you a Mason? You see that square and compass on a car, on somebody's hat, on a shirt they're wearing, ask. Just ask. We're just regular guys in the community that decided to join Masonry, and it hasn't really changed us in being personable to anybody, but it has helped us to elevate our status in our own community as the men that we should be.
Can you tell us about that symbol and what those things stand for?
So the square and compass is age old. So the square that operative Masons used to square their work in order to make sure that the corners were square and plumb.
Okay.
And they used a plumb, a level, a square, and the compasses were used to scribe their work in order to know where to make the cuts. That's the origin of it. The masonry side of it, the allegory for masonry, is part of ritual.
Okay. So you sort of move on from those original metaphors and then branch out from that. Well, where do you see yourselves going in Muncy? I mean, do you see it growing? Does it grow? Do you have extra lodges that come around when you get more members?
So I do see us growing. I see a reinvigoration of not only patriotism, with America's 250, but I also see that there's a lot of people going back to religion, Maybe their parents didn't go to church, but now they're like, well, my cousin goes to church. I want to go see what that's about. Yeah. I think that happens with Masonry as well, and I think it's all tied together. For us, we would like to be able to, through our fundraisers, do more in the public, more for our community. We currently give out 3 scholarships a year. I'd like to give out 5 scholarships, 10 scholarships.
Sure.
And that takes involvement not only with the Masons, but from the community to come and support us to do that.
What kind of scholarships? Is it for high school students or college students?
High school students.
Okay.
Yep.
Do they have to write an essay?
They do.
What is the subject of the essay? Does it change every year?
It's remained the same for the last couple of years, and it is, what does America mean to you?
Okay.
And I think that's very appropriate, again, coming into our 250.
Absolutely. Do you have any plans for 250? I mean, I know that you're in different counties, so I didn't know if you were going to be able to do anything with the Masons themselves.
We've been talking about it, but we haven't come up with a solid plan yet.
Okay. Would you guys be in a parade?
Oh, we do the Little League parade.
Oh, okay.
Actually it's the 18th Masonic District is the district in this area.
Okay.
And there's 7 lodges in that district, and they all take part in that Little League parade.
Is that Grand Master man who's going to be sworn in?
Well, the current one was there this year, And we assume that Robert Brink will come back and ride with us next year.
That's his name, Robert Brink?
Robert Brink.
Okay.
Yep. And then our district deputy, Darren Farrar, is always on the float as well.
Okay. Well, we want to see you in more parades.
Anybody that would like us to come and march in a parade, they can reach out to us too.
Okay. So they can call the lodge, you say?
Yes, they can. And if nobody answers, please leave a message, because I'm not at the lodge all the time. As a secretary, I'm probably there the most. But they could reach out to 570-546-3280. And that's the phone in my office. And they can leave a message, and that message will come to an email to me, and I'll call them back.
Well, I hope that people want to become Masons. I mean, upstanding men who you can trust and believe in and know that they're saying what they mean. I think that means everything. It's a character issue.
And it sharpens your mind.
Okay.
You know, you're more cognizant of what's going on around you, and the ritual itself. Practicing the ritual really sharpens your mind.
To memorize.
You have to memorize it. We don't read from books.
Do you do prayers?
Yes, we do prayers.
Okay.
Yep. Appropriate lodge prayer is a prayer that was set down in a book many years ago, before I was born. You know, and they're the lodge prayers, and they speak to that portion of what's going on in the lodge, whether it would be the ceremony of the flag, where you say the Pledge of Allegiance, and then an appropriate prayer follows it.
Okay. What's the minimum age for a person to be a Mason?
18.
Okay.
There used to be a very active DeMolay, which is the Young Masons in Muncy, but that doesn't exist anymore. I think the closest one is State College. But young men under the age of 18 can join DeMolay and start to learn about Masonry. It's probably the only opportunity for a young man to be introduced into Masonry. After you're a member of Blue Lodge, there's so much more. There's Chapter and Oddfellows and Eastern Star, Scottish Rite, Commandery, and all of these things exist in this area. The Williamsport Masonic Temple, a lot of the meetings are held there.
I didn't realize that they were all connected that way.
Absolutely.
Think of it like a tree.
Okay.
The Blue Lodge is the trunk.
Okay.
And you have to join the Blue Lodge before you can join any of the other bodies.
Oh.
So you have the trunk of the tree, and then it branches out from there, and you can go to Scottish Rite, Chapter, Knights Templar, all that different stuff.
You guys are Knights Templar?
Both John and I are Knights, yes.
Did you watch The Treasure of Oak Island?
I've been watching it every episode since the start.
Oh my gosh, I bet that's so personal to you when they talk about the different things like that for Knights Templar. Well, all the different things that are going on in the Masons, I mean, I don't know if I'm even using the right language, and I apologize for not really knowing what to say. I have never really gotten a chance to interview anyone from the Masons before.
We're here on behalf of Muncy Masonic Lodge number 299, which is the Blue Lodge in Muncy, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So everything beyond that, it could be an interview in itself. You know?
Sure. The different purposes of the different groups.
Correct. But it's important for people to know that if they want to get involved in Masonry, they don't have to do all of that. It's open to them. What we're looking for is good men that also want to get involved in fundraisers in their community and make our tri-town area a better place to live in.
Sure. Are Masons international?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. There's a lodge in the Philippines. You know, there's lodges in Puerto Rico. There's lodges in Hawaii. You
can expand from there, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Worldwide.
Do you have a specific charity that you typically help, I guess, with the scholarships for the high school kids?
Widows and Orphans is the focus of our Blue Lodge.
Okay.
But it could expand beyond that if we see the need. Sometimes we have to go to our district deputy in order to get permission to do it. But Widows and Orphans are the biggest thing that we focus on.
Anytime that there has been something major happen, we have tried to help as much as we could. Hurricane Helen that came through North Carolina.
Yeah.
We all got together as Masons and got a whole bunch of our stuff around, loaded up 3 trucks, took it to the fire hall, and they took it all down and donated it to them. I mean, water, clothes, blankets, towels. I mean, just stuff that they needed, they didn't have.
One contact, you can set it all up.
The fire hall in Hughesville was actually taking down tractor trailers down, and we donated to them so they had stuff to take down. We took 3 truckloads down there to them just so they could have stuff to take down for these people.
And what do you do around Christmas times, or is there other programs?
If the need arises. I mean, throughout the year, there's collections done of cans and bottles, you know, that goes to Dogs for Veterans. During the holidays, I mean, there's a main collection point. Toys for Tots, the Marines do that. We always try to donate to that. We don't necessarily run our own, but we give to the others that are already existing and that people know.
Okay, well, it's been fascinating learning about the Masons today, and I'm here with John DeWald. He is a past master and secretary of the Muncy Lodge, number 299 F and AM. Did I say that right?
You did.
And we're also here with Skip Thompson, and he is going to be a senior warden soon. Congratulations on the upgrade.
Thank you.
And also all the work that you guys do. It's definitely quiet, and I think that we can get a little louder and get people in there.
I think the reason we are quiet and we don't necessarily, it's not necessarily that we want to stand out and be recognized for what we do.
Yeah.
We want to be able to do it for the people that we do it for and just continue to be us.
And in your meetings, like, we've heard about something, let's help them.
Right.
That's lovely. Well, I hope people can come to the breakfast coming up on January 3rd.
Yep. 8 to 10:30.
8 to 10:30, and delicious food and breakfast that you make.
I make my own bacon. I cure it and smoke it myself. We make our own sauce. Everything's homemade except for the sausage.
And it's all you can eat.
Yep.
So it's definitely delicious food, and I hope people can come and learn more about being a Freemason in Pennsylvania and in Muncy.
And we'd like to thank you for the opportunity to do this. You know, it means a lot to us to get the word out there.
I'm glad that you were able to come in today and talk with us. Thank you, John. Thank you, Skip. It's been wonderful meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
In Touch is locally produced in our studios at 1685 4 Mile Drive in Williamsport. To get in touch with us for questions, comments, or topic ideas, call weekdays 570-323-8200 or email me at fhammer@backyardbroadcasting.com. For archived files of our In Touch shows, find our Backyard Podcasting link on any Backyard Broadcasting website, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, Backyard Broadcasting. The programming discussed here on In Touch does not necessarily reflect the feelings or opinions of the management or staff. Thanks for listening to In Touch. Brought to you by Geisinger, Muncy, and Jersey Shore. State-of-the-art healthcare close to home.